This is sweaty, flush, sticky, roady. It is real. It's the real world. And I can't think of anything more fucking fantastic than the real world.
Your destination, Palm Springs. This time, you're solo. Women chefs, women artists. Experience them for yourself. This is the WTAF show. Women, travel, art, food. If you're like me, your introduction to Joshua Tree came by way of MTV in the 1980s. I returned to Joshua Tree, roughly an hour north of Palm Springs, to hike the Hidden Valley Trail, smack in the center of this park. I broke major laws the first night here, racing to Keys View to catch the sunset. And it was worth it. Hiking solo in the middle of a hot desert, roughly the size of Rhode Island, is beautiful, desolate, harsh, seductive, and exciting. And being mindful about my fitness at my age to handle the dry, hot conditions was on my mind as I made my way here. The Hidden Valley Trail is a popular 1.1-mile loop hike through a scenic valley surrounded by massive rock formations. The trail is considered easy, making it suitable for hikers and rock climbers of all skill levels. It's also known for the unique microhabitat it supports. And it has weird chapters of history. It was a hideout for cattle rustlers in the 1800s, and efforts are made to tie this trail to the 1971 do-it-yourself cremation attempt of singer Graham Parsons. He was in fact cremated 2 miles south of here at Cap Rock. It was 100 degrees Fahrenheit when I arrived to start the hike. And while 3 million people visit this park annually, I was the only person on the trail. But I wasn't alone. Thanks to the travel experience site Viator, I found an inexpensive audio tour guide for the hike through the Action Tour Guide mobile app. With a GPS location that worked even with no cellular service, I knew exactly where I was at all times.
When it rains, cacti soak up all that water, the way a bear will eat a lot in the summer and keep it stored for winter. Because of this, cacti can handle up to 138 degrees Fahrenheit.
I, on the other hand, cannot handle 138 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ritual satanic ceremony. Most men do the absurd realizing they went before a judge on November 5th, 1973. $950 each for stealing the casket and lighting it into fire.
Nobody's out rock climbing today.
My face sees something. Tassin moved his family out to the desert. He couldn't explain how or why, but he saw. The Marine panic.
Not sure I like this Yeti story while I'm out here by myself. Don't poach cactus.
Joshua Tree.
Leave it alone.
Early 1900s. The government even passed a law that banned the transport of succulents on county highways. But it wasn't enough. People still kept stealing them. And she found solace here during the night.
Okay, this is a workout. Wowzer. Absolutely stunning. Hidden Valley, you have not disappointed. Worth every penny for the self-tour guide.
At one point during the end of the hike, I wandered off the trail to take a closer look at a rock formation, the Chasm of Doom. It freaked me out a bit, and I suddenly realized I didn't know the way back to the path. Thank goodness for GPS in the app.
I want to be really upfront with you on what you can expect, because what you see on most reels from influencers, that is not reality. This is reality. This is sweaty, flush, sticky, roady. It's work. It's exercise. As one of my clients likes to say, exercise is medicine. But this is what you can expect when you travel. I don't know why we have become so addicted to these glossy, filtered, airbrushed, AI-like views of perfection when we travel. That's not real. Real is taking a wrong turn in there and being momentarily lost, and thank God I had the downloaded app with a GPS, so even offline, because there's no cell phone service in here, folks. It is real. It's the real world, and I can't think of anything more fucking fantastic than the real world. So I just thought I'd let you know that My pores are clean, and it's time now for me to get over to Keys View, except because I disconnected my phone from the car, and because there is no service out here, I'm gonna try to do it from memory. Let's see how I do. The shirt is on because it's getting chilly out here. I am going to give this a go about getting down to Keys View, but I might turn around because I did see it last night, and while it was great, I have stargazing tonight, and I'm more interested in making sure I show up for the stargazing.
I'm so glad I skipped the Keys View sunset for a second time, because I would have missed chasing the light as the sun set north of Yucca Valley, where a stargazing experience awaited me. Hats off again to the Viator app. I highly recommend Professional Stargazing in Joshua Tree, a small business operated by experienced astronomers who not only explain the stars, they convert a patch of desert more than 5 miles from the nearest town into a comfortable oasis. Hot beverages, high-powered skygazing binoculars, and a guided explanation by a faceless astronomer with a voice just like Dr. Leonard Hofstadter. For nearly 2 hours, we viewed and learned about the solar system, Greek mythology, and deep space views through high-powered telescopes. It was 58 degrees Fahrenheit when I left the desert at the end of our stargazing experience. It was a beautiful, challenging day in the Joshua Tree National Park, and I slept oh so very well that night. Solo dining at the bar. It's one of the true gifts of travel. And yet there is a seemingly endless narrative that aims to dissect the most ridiculous of questions. Why do women dine alone? My advice, ignore the trolls and patriarchs. Instead, make a point on your next trip to find the nearest spot driven by a woman chef. Grab a seat at the bar, order a drink, pour over the menu, and if you want the chicken, order it. I did just that while in Palm Springs at Alice B. This world-class gem is helmed by Susan Feniger and Mary Sue Milliken, two chefs who have been collaborating for more than 40 years. They've opened numerous award-winning restaurants, received the Julia Child Award and Los Angeles Times Annual Gold Award, co-authored 6 cookbooks, starred in nearly 400 episodes of Too Hot Tamales on the Food Network, and are outspoken food activists. Above all, they are two of the most exceptional, experienced, and influential chefs in the world. The vibe at Alice B is small town supper club on a Friday night. Good vibes, low lighting, a great bar and cocktails, endless tables filled with couples and groups of friends. You can tell it's a local staple, and I felt right at home. Sergio, the bartender, quickly served up a puttin' on the spritz, followed by yellowtail amberjack crudo, marinated olives, and the most exceptional cornmeal cheddar drop biscuits. And then I saw roasted Mary's half chicken on the menu. Chimichurri, duck fat roasted potatoes, roasted broccolini. With a glass of Pinot Noir, this chicken was the most simple yet surprising dish. A glass of port and tahini ice cream, an incredible halawa flavor profile with dark chocolate sauce, pretty much tucked me in for the night. The chefs are both deep lovers of travel. For Chef Susan, Southeast Asia calls to her, but for now, she's helping her wife care for her aging mother-in-law. Soon after our conversation, Chef Mary Sue departed for Italy to lead one of her culinary cycling tours with Turissimo. But I did leave Alice B with a little something. Leftover roasted chicken, kept in a cooler the next day for a picnic in the 107-degree heat. Enjoyed Natch in my rental car with the AC blasting. It was another successful and exceptional solo meal. It's Saturday, a dry, sunny, 107-degree day. Perfect conditions, not to sit by the pool or in the AC, but rather for a self-guided public art tour in the Coachella Valley. Just bring plenty of water. I happened to be in Palm Springs for the final weekend of Desert X 2025, a site-specific, contemporary art exhibition that spreads widely across the valley. I was solo, so the entire experience was at my own pace, with the terrific Desert X digital app guiding my route. Desert X is the exhibition of Desert Biennial, a 501c3 charitable organization founded in 2015. It brings attention to the valley's environment through works by emerging artists. Themes include climate change, immigration, tourism, gambling, and Native American culture. There is no way to experience Desert X without, in fact, feeling the desert. Hot, dry, windy, with art installations set against stark, desolate, and beautiful backdrops. By the time I arrived, 2 of the 2025 works were already returned to the desert, so to speak, the elements having worn them completely away. And this is where the app comes in. Each installation, artist description, and profile syncs with the GPS map. I found 7 of the 2025 exhibitions absolutely moving. Unsui, or mirror, Simpsons-worthy clouds in the sky, shimmering in the desert breeze thanks to millions of small sequins. The glorious living pyramid, a giant 3-dimensional tiered glyph set directly in the center of Sunnyland's Center and Garden in Rancho Mirage, a literal green oasis within the harsh sandy setting. To Breathe, by the artist Kim Suya, I took in from a distance, preferring the view of its almost alien placement within the mountainous backdrop. Truth Arrives in Slanted Beams by the artist Sarah Mahoyas, a bright white cement path that turns and bends upright as if following the tilt of the planet. Plotting Rest was perhaps one of the most unsettling installations to observe. It felt like a leap of faith. I didn't understand the physics holding it together, and yet I was able to walk underneath it. The pavilion-like structure reflects on the iconic design of Palm Springs, signaling protection while really offering none. Adobe Oasis is a meditation on the intersection of nature, art, and architecture. Adobe structures withstand elements with 100% sustainable materials. And walking through, the walls were cool to the touch even after standing all day in the battering heat. It raises serious questions about the toxic materials we choose instead today to build with and live within. But by far, the most moving installation, especially for me, a woman traveling solo with a lot on my mind, was by Alison Saar. Soul Service Station. In the desolation of the desert, a roadside stop to fill your soul. What can be better than that?